Thick Thighs Save Lives. Written by The Sea, the Moon, and the Stars. Dubbed by Melbury Stars. Episode 2. Chapter 3. Chicago Smash and Lunar Ring. Summary. Midoriya defeats a villain. Everyone finds something to simp over Midoriya. His looks, his personality, but most importantly, his muscles. Specifically, his thigh muscles. You know, you were totally right, said Midoriya the next day, entering the apartment and collapsing onto Rumi's couch. You're gonna have to be more specific, kid. I'm right about most things, she replied from the kitchen. Using shoot style and running shorts was way easier than having pants. Sometimes my pants explode on me, like in my 1v1 battle with Todoroki last year. But that doesn't happen with these shorts. Of course it doesn't. Why do you think I wear a leotard? The sex appeal? Snorted Rumi, walking into the living room holding a plate of salad that was stacked way too high to be possible. Midoriya blushed a little, not answering. Rumi groaned. Why does everyone think that? She complained. Midoriya shrugged, unsure of how to answer. Rumi just shook her head and changed the subject. Are you going to put in an official request for a costume change? She asked. Midoriya shrugged again. I don't know. I still want to be a kid-friendly hero, you know. Rumi snorted. All Might and Endeavor have both skin-tight bodysuits, and so does Kami Woods. You wear shorts only ruins your kid-friendly image only if you're a woman. Misogyny at its finest, she said with a laugh. Midoriya nodded, knowing that she was correct. Rumi nudged a piece of paper towards him, one that had his new workout schedule scribbled onto it. You can think of the costume changes while you're bulking up. Midoriya winced at the schedule, the addition of practicing both types of Manchester Smash making his legs ache just by looking at it. Midoriya knew that he wouldn't be able to feel his thighs by the end of the workout, but he merely nodded. No use in arguing about it. He came in the next few days experimenting with a few different types of shorts. There were way more types of shorts than Midoriya knew existed. Basketball shorts, cargo shorts, running shorts, board shorts, tennis shorts, bike shorts, spandex shorts, shorts, and more. Midoriya quickly crossed out a board of shorts and skirts at the list of a short test out, neither of them being much of his style. Cargo shorts were closest to his street style. In fact, he had quite a few in his closet, but his fight with Bakugo at Ground Beta was any indication that they weren't all good for any exercising or fighting. He only really owned basketball shorts and running shorts for exercising purposes, so he alternated using them just so that he could exercise in them while experimenting with how they felt using shoot style. He made sure that they were wearing his usual pants or basketball shorts whenever he went in public. He still wasn't quite comfortable enough to show that much skin. The office building had been a fluke, not having enough time to change into his hero costume. He had seen people on social media thirsting over his legs, and didn't really know what to make of it. He didn't understand the appeal. His legs weren't that cool, not compared to most pros, or even Oswee in his class. Not even a week after the office building incident, and Mirko was showing him another super move. In the street, no less, the two of them fighting a clone villain that could make illusionary copies of himself. Oh, perfect time for a lesson, Deku. Watch me, yelled Mirko. Now? Teaching a super move mid-battle? Was she crazy? That was rhetorical. Of course she fucking was. Mirko jumped in between the two of the clones. Lunar Ring! She yelled, before jumping into a cartwheel. As her legs went up, she dispelled one of the clones, and as they came down, she dispelled the other. She roundhouse kicked the third before turning back to Deku. It's a cartwheel, or an aerial, legs extended. Used for when you're surrounded or need to take out multiple opponents at once. You try, she yelled. Deku nodded. He could do that. Probably. He kicked another clone, which the villain was not seeming to run out of. Deku really needed to figure out which one was the real one. The worst part about the super moves was naming the damn things. Deku knew that some of his classmates had ridiculously long names for them, like Heaven-Piercing Ice Wall. Seriously, Todoroki. And some have really ominous names, like Todoroki naming one of his Ragnarok, like the end of the world Ragnarok. Deku named his super moves after All Mights, which all followed the same theme of American state or city smash as a result. Deku had spent way too much time as a child researching the United States and some of its biggest cities. Lunar Ring was a circle, sort of, and in terms of America, it reminded him of the 1893 World Fair, which had a massive Ferris wheel. There was really only one name he could call this super move after remembering that. Danger Sense told him that 2 clones were behind him and 3 more circled in front of him. No time like the present. "Chicago Smash!" he yelled as he jumped into an aerial, making sure his legs were extended. On the upswing, his legs hit 2 of the clones behind him, 1 foot to the face each, and on his downswing, he angled his legs to swipe through all 3 at once. The first 4 dispelled, but the 5th one had a much more solid feel. Deku kicked the body into the ground, and when it kissed the concrete, all surrounding copies dispelled. He got the body. "So that was the real one," said Mirko, standing over the knocked-out villain. "Good work, kid, but your aerial was a little sloppy. We're gonna have to work on that move before teaching you the next one." "Yes, Mirko," said Deku, hauling the villain onto his shoulder. Thighs sculpted by God. 4:20 p.m. Starstruck. "Guys, look!" Video Midoriya can do doggy gymnastics. MP4. Shocked. "Oh my fucking god." Momo Yaoyorozu. "Oh my goodness, look at the flex of his quadriceps." Mashiro Ojiro. "I think Midoriya might be a bit limber than I am, and I do martial arts." Koji Koda. "Midoriya is so cool." Fuck off. "The nerd isn't that great." Simp for brains. Bakugo, Gang Orca is on a live call with Mountain Lady. I can see you rewatching that video. It's only 12 seconds of shaky cam. God damn. Deku Simp. "And yet, it is 12 glorious seconds of Mido doing a flip and picking up a villain twice his size like it's no big deal." Fuck off. Learn to spell glorious, dumbass. Spontaneously combusted. I should invest in fireproofing clothing at this point. Shocked. You mean you don't already do that? Spontaneously combusted. I usually have better control over my quirk. Tenya Ida. As cool as Midoriya looks, aren't you all supposed to be working? Deku Simp renamed Tenya Ida to Stick Meat Mud. Stick Meat Mud. Not funny, Ashiro. Change it back. Deku Simp. No can do, Prez. I gotta go back to work. Stick Meat Mud. Ashiro! Simp for Brains renamed Stick Meat Mud to Class Prez. Class Prez. Thank you, Kirishima. 3:37 p.m. Spontaneously combusted. Image, Midoriya biceps.jpg. Spontaneously combusted. I just asked him how his day went. He sent this back captioned, "It went great." Is he trying to kill me? Deku Simp. Ah! Oh my god, Todoroki, give us some warning! Shocked. Is anyone gonna tell me that Midoriya was built like a fucking tree and isn't just his legs? Fuck off. You mean a fucking bonsai? Nerd is short as fuck. Shocked. You know I didn't peg Bakugo as someone who knows what a bonsai is. Fuck off. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Deku's mom has been growing bonsai in honor of Deku ever since the nerd was born. Of fucking course I know what a bonsai is. Deku Simp. Sometimes I forget that you and Midoriya grew up together. Was he always that built? Fuck off. Fuck no. Nerd only started bulking up in 3rd year. He looked like a fucking baby before that. Image, Deku Middle School JPEG. That's his newest yearbook pic from 2nd year. Toru Hakakure. Oh my god, I want to squish his little cheeks! Deku Simp. Get in line, Toru. Shocked. Bakugo. How many pics of Midoriya do you have? Fuck off. Way too fucking many. Deku Simp. Are you gonna share them or what? Fuck off. You can earn them when you learn to be less fucking annoying. Shocked. Okay, but real talk, how often do we think Bakugo looks at them? Hantasiro. Considering I just saw him looking at this morning, I'd say quite often. Fuck off. Fuck off, soy sauce! Hantasiro. Fucking off right now, chill off, bro. Deku Simp. Simp? Fuck off. Pot meat fucking kettle. Deku Simp. I'm not hearing denial. Fuck off. I'm just tracking the damn nerd's progress so he doesn't get any better than me. Deku Simp. Sure you are, Bakugo. Fuck off. Die, raccoon eyes! 8:12 p.m. Can't stop looking. Do you think Midoriya would notice if I slipped a skirt or two in his room? I still believe he'd look elegant in one. Gutterhead. Why is everyone obsession with boys in skirts? Momo Yahirozu. I think you'd have better luck with a skirt. Midoriya seems to value practicality over fashion, if the rest of his wardrobe is any indication. Toru Hagakure. If you slip it into his laundry, he might try and return it. Give it to him as a gift. Can't stop looking, but then he might hide it in his closet so it might never wear it. Toru Hagakure. Oh, I know! Let's invite him to a girls' night and give a makeover. We'll take pictures too. Aoyama, you should come as well. Deku Simp. Do y'all really think that would work? I don't think he'd accept the invite. Starstruck. Deku said yes! Deku Simp. Question mark, question mark, question mark. How did you manage to get that one? Starstruck. ... I promised him that I'd buy him a limited edition All Might figurine with Todoroki's money. Spontaneously combusted. You didn't ask me? Starstruck. I'm sorry, Todoroki! Spontaneously combusted. I'll give you my dad's credit card. Just make sure to buy the most expensive one you can find. Starstruck. LMAO, thanks, Todoroki. Gutterhead. Can I come to the girls' night? Starstruck. No. Gutterhead. Aw, man. 11:03 p.m. Mezu Shoji renamed themselves to Midoriya's leg press. Deku Simp. Do I even want to ask? Midoriya's leg press. I just saw a copy of Midoriya's workout sheet he got from Mirko. His leg press is almost 2.5 times my weight. I weigh 94 kilos. Deku Simp. Holy shit! Fuck off. You fuckers are ruining my sleep schedule. But Deku can carry All Might in his muscular form. Fucker weighs like 255 kilos in that form. Deku Simp. Bakugo, I have never wanted anything from you. Fuck off. That's a lie, you pink fucker. Deku Simp. But please tell me you have a picture of Mido carrying All Might. Fuck off. I'm not gonna give it to you fuckers until I get my fucking sleep schedule back. Deku Simp. Just mute the chat! Simp for brains. But then he'd miss all the pics of Midoriya's thighs, and he likes those pics. Fuck off. Choosing death, are we, shitty hair? Simp for brains. Bakugo, I can hear you coming up to my room. What are you? Keyboard smash. Deku Simp. Rip Kiri, he'll be missed. Kyokujiro. Did you guys, not know how strong Midoriya was? He once lifted the fucking fridge with no effort to get my phone out from under it. Deku Simp. Keyboard smash. I remember that! Midoriya's leg press. Midoriya picked up the fridge? I can't even do that. Kyokujiro. We were literally gonna wait for Ochako, and then he lifted the goddamn fridge. Didn't even break a sweat. Fuck off. No fucking way. You got proof of Deku doing that? Can't stop looking. Oui, I do. Can't stop looking. Sent image.fridge.jpg. Deku Simp. Bakugo be getting real thirsty on Maine. Fuck off. So you want to enjoy shitty hair in hell? Ha, raccoon eyes. Deku Simp. I'm just stating some facts here, bro. Fuck off. I just wanted proof. Deku Simp. You wanted proof of Mido's strength? Rikuto Sato. Would anyone mind if I saved all these pics and photos to a Midoriya folder in my phone? Deku Simp. You mean you don't already have one? Rikuto Sato. I'm just gonna take that as a, yes, Sato, that's fine. Looking at all these pics, we have a lot of them. It's kind of overwhelming my brain. Rikuto Sato renamed themselves to Deku Rush. Deku Rush. Not that I'm complaining. To be honest, Midoriya's dives give me something to work towards in my workouts. Midoriya's leg press. Same. Mashiro Ojiro. Same. Sue. Same. Deku Simp. Because as the name of this chat says, Midoriya's thighs are sculpted by God! Chapter 4. DC Smash and Luna Tejeres. Summary. Do you know how many people can squash a watermelon between their thighs? Midoriya can do that too. Well, if watermelon meant a classmate's head, and if they managed to get him to do so. Before this starts, I just wanted to say, tejeres, as Chapter 4 title says, means scissors. So when I say that, it means scissors, okay? Midoriya, get over here, said Rumi. A few days after the cloning villain, Midoriya looked up from where he had been filling out an incident report to see Rumi in her workout clothes, standing with a bunch of scarily realistic and buff dummies. Rumi smiled in her trademark half grin, and Midoriya resisted the urge to shudder. Oh no, what is she planning now? It was good that he already had exercise clothes on. I got another super move to show you, but it's a tad lethal, and kids like you always get a little antsy about death, she said. Midoriya gulped. He knew where this was going. So you and me, we're pretty much small, right? She said. Midoriya was around 5'6", and not growing, and Rumi stood at a solid 5'2", but she radiated energy like she was 6'4", so Midoriya didn't see the connection. Us little people have to use leverage to take down bigger opponents. I've found that this one works particularly well in mutant types, she said, gesturing to her rather bulky dummies. I call it Luna Tejeres, and basically what I do is mount their necks and yank back and squeeze until their heads pop off. It's why I call it tejeres, which means to scissors in Spanish, because I'm cutting heads off like a pair of scissors, she said, making a snipping motion with her fingers. Midoriya gulped and rubbed his throat nervously. He'd hate to be on the wrong side of that move. Here, let me show you, she said. In a flash, she leapt on one of the shoulders of the dummy, squeezing her legs together, then flipping backwards, pulling at the dummy's head off with it. The head went flying, and Rumi caught it casually. She pointed at Midoriya. Now, it's a really effective move for bigger opponents, which is why I'm showing you. But we gotta find a non-lethal method so that All Might doesn't skin me for the mention, she said. With that, she pulled out her phone, the tab open to a martial arts tutorial video. These kinds of thigh takedowns exist in other martial arts. She'll draw inspiration from that. I have a patrol to do, so get to work. With that, Mirko was somehow already in her hero costume and at the door, leaving Midoriya with the dummies that looked eerily realistic and the videos of martial arts. Maybe Midoriya should ask Ojiro to help him out. By the time Mirko came back, Midoriya had already figured out at least 2 approaches. One approach was from where Midoriya could attack from behind, using momentum to push the villain onto their stomach with Midoriya on top of them, or wrench backwards like Mirko did, with less head popping. The thing about wrenching backwards was that he had to twist his body at the end to the top, which figured using Black Whip could help. The second approach was basically the same 2 options as the first approach, with Midoriya attacking face-to-face instead of behind. Rumi nodded appreciatively at his work. Clever of you to integrate your quirk into super moves. That makes them all the much better, she said. Luna Tejeres only works well because of my ridiculous leg strength due to my quirk. Midoriya nodded. He understood. Float helped him to get high enough for a Manchester smash, and Danger's sense had been helpful for knowing when the best moment was to use Chicago smash. Rumi smiled in a way that let Midoriya know he was screwed. Now, Midoriya, I want all these dummies to be taken down in the next minute and a half using only Luna Tejeres, she said. Midoriya looked at the room. there had to be at least 15 dummies in 90 seconds. He'd only have about 6 seconds a dummy. "And your time starts now!" yelled Rumi, starting a stopwatch. Midoriya didn't even know she had. Using Black Whip and full cowling 20% to propel his momentum, Midoriya hopped from shoulder to shoulder, with each of the dummy using his thighs to yank them down and laying them flat. "And time!" he called as he sat on the last dummy. "How did I do?" 78 seconds. "Not bad," she said. "Want to see if you can do it faster?" Midoriya looked at the clock, which read 6:52. "Thank God. Actually, I have to go home. The train leaves at 6:55, he said. Rumi glanced at the clock and sighed. "Alrighty then, Kit. Have a safe trip back. See you tomorrow." "Thanks, Rumi." Midoriya didn't have time to change out of his exercise gear, and had been wearing bike shorts as a test, so reluctantly, he grabbed his stuff and ran into the station. He ignored the woman openly staring at him and giggling. Why were they making fun of him? It was just a pair of shorts, goddammit. It wasn't that weird. He ignored the woman openly staring at him and giggling. Why were they making fun of him? It was just a pair of shorts, goddammit. It wasn't that weird. He ignored them and stuck his earbuds in. He collapsed on the seat, ready for the 3.5-hour trip back. He opened his notebook and scribbled in the new super move. The top was blank. He still needed a name for it. Midoriya thought about it. What would make sense? Mirko used tijeres because of the scissor-like motion of it. But how would that translate to American city or state? There was Indiana with its steel mills, like how scissors are metal. But that was a stretch, and didn't make much sense. The same went for Pittsburgh, a city in Pennsylvania and Michigan, where Detroit was Detroit, also being a massive steel production center. Metal was a no-go. He crossed out that part. Maybe something more related to the head-neck aspect. Perhaps a capital? Like Indianapolis, to keep the Indiana theme, or... Wow, he was stupid. The head of the United States. The capital was Washington, D.C. A lengthy name for a new supermove. So perhaps he could shorten it to just DC Smash? Midoriya scribbled in DC Smash at the top of the page, then stuffed the notebook into his bag. He closed his eyes to nap a bit, when there was a thump on the top of the train car. Midoriya's eyes snapped open. He watched as a muscular hand drove through the metal and ripped off a part of the top of the train car. The passengers were starting to panic. Midoriya flashed his hero license and told them to get behind him. A shirtless man, who could most accurately be described as some sort of crossbreed between gorilla and an ox, dropped in through the roof, with long muscular arms covered in dark coarse fur, while a pair of horns and a cow tail poked through his pants. The gorilla ox growled, and held up a threatening hand. "Hand over your valuables and I won't derail this train," he rumbled. Midoriya had to hand it to him. Attacking the train at this point on this trail was a good plan. There was generally the most crowded train of the day and the longest stretch between stops, and there wasn't much help for miles around. Midoriya stepped forward and shook his head. "I'm afraid I can't let you do that, mister," he said. The gorilla ox growled again. "Looking to die, kid?" "Of course not, but I'm a hero. I can't let you hurt these people," Midoriya yelled. With that, he activated 40% and went on to punch the gorilla ox. The gorilla ox grunted, but otherwise didn't react with Midoriya's punch. He needed to rethink his approach. He couldn't use Black Whip or float easily, as they didn't do well in close quarters. And Smokescreen wasn't much help with the wind rushing through the hole in the roof. An image of buff dummies and a new super move came to mind. Midoriya smiled. What perfect timing. He bumped full cowling up to 50. He jumped and ran at the villain. "DC Smash!" he yelled, jumping and grabbing the handrails held like the train dancers did, and swinging his legs around the gorilla ox's neck. He crossed his ankles to secure the hold around the villain's neck and launched himself backward, activating the small spits of Black Whip to rotate his body and slam the villain onto his back. The bike shorts actually helped him secure his grip around the neck as he yanked the body down, with no baggy pants sliding around and making him lose friction and grip. Maybe he really should change his hero costume. Midoriya saw the wind get knocked out of the villain's lungs, and taking advantage of his surprised state, quickly rolled the villain onto his stomach, using Black Whip to hold his arms and legs in place. He looked up at the other passengers and blew a strand of hair out of his face. Can someone please let the conductor know what happened so they can notify the station police at the next stop? And if there's anyone who has strength-enhancing quirks, if I could ask you to help me hold this villain down, I'd be really appreciative, he said. There was a moment of silence, but an elderly lady stepped forward. I'll go to the conductor. Thank you for your heroics, young man. May I ask your hero name? Yes, I'm Deku. I'm a second year at UA, he said. The villain under him struggled, but a few other people came forward to help hold him down. Thank you so much, Deku. I can't wait to see you as a graduated pro hero, the woman said kindly, before stepping in between the cars. After the next stop, where the villain was safely dropped off, Midoriya collapsed in his seat. His phone buzzed. Official Class 2A, 7:38 p.m. Chargebolt. Mido, you're trending on social media again. Ravity. Good work taking down that villain, Deku. Ingenium. You are quite efficient, Midoriya. I'm proud. Pinky. Love that new move. Dynamite. Deku, what the fuck was that super move? Deku. Oh, right. Rumi taught me. It's my new super move, DC Smash. She said it worked against large mutant types. Grape Juice. You're on a first-name basis with Mirko? Teach me your ways. Tentacle. Midoriya, if you ever need help practicing, I'm a large mutant type, and I'd be happy to help. Sugarman. I'm not a mutant, but I'm big too, so me too. Tokoyami. I'm not sure if Dark Shadow counts, but he can be a large mutant type, so I extend my offer to help you as well. Deku. Thank you so much. That was so thoughtful of you. Thighs sculpted by God. 7:42 p.m. Shocked. Oh my fucking god. That was the hottest thing I've ever seen. Midoriya's leg press. I don't think I've ever been so glad to be a mutant type. Starstruck. Guys, I think I might cry. That was so goddamn attractive. Shocked. You mean how efficiently Mido took that villain down? Or the way he took charge after? Starstruck. Both, obviously, as well as that fucking super move in those fucking shorts. Class Prez. Language, Uraka, but that was quite impressive. Fukuyami Tokoyami renamed themselves to Cult of Midoriya. Cult of Midoriya. I don't think I've ever seen Dark Shadow so excited to train. I don't think I've ever been so excited to train. Momo Yairozu. I must have missed something. What happened? Shocked. Video, train takedown, MP4. Spontaneously combusted. You guys have got to stop making me catch my clothes on fire. It's unbecoming. Momo Yairozu renamed themselves to I'll Make More Shorts. I'll Make More Shorts. It's almost a crime that Midoriya doesn't wear shorts or tighter shorts more often. Aoyama, you must help me replace Midoriya's wardrobe before he gets back. Can't stop looking. Whee! I'd like to burn some of his t-shirts. Fuck off. Just don't touch the All Might stuff or you will die. Simp for brains. Speaking from experience. Fuck off. It was the scariest moment in my life, including when I got kidnapped. I'll make more shorts. Duly noted. Deku Simp. Am I the only one who thinks Angry Mido is so hot? Like, super hot? Shocked. He only gets really angry at villains and people who fuck with his stuff, though. Toru Hagakure. I can't possibly be the only one seriously considering becoming a villain just so that Midoriya gets angry at me and then uses that DC Smash on me. Toru Hagakure renamed themselves to Invisisimp. Invisisimp. Don't worry, you're not alone. Midoriya's leg press. That's why I offered to help at the practices. His legs around me. But respectfully as possible.
Deku Simp. Shoji! You're sneaky. I love it.
Spontaneously combusted. How do I ask Midoriya to crack my head like a watermelon between his thighs without sounding crazy? Fuck off. Don't ask the nerd word shit. But also, get that tail fucker to show him a move or two. He'll start using them all the time. Masaya Ojiro. Me? Fuck off. Aren't you like the fucking martial arts hero? Fucking act like it and show Deku some fucking judo moves. Deku Simp renamed Masaya Ojiro to Thigh Sensei. Deku Simp.
Please help us, oh great teacher.
Thigh Sensei. Sadly, I only know Taekwondo and Hakabudo, and some Muay Thai. No judo. Deku Simp.
That's so sad.
Spontaneously combusted. I just want to be pinned down like that villain. Fuck off. You're almost as fucking perverted as that fucking grape. Gutterhead. I take offense to that. Spontaneously combusted. Please don't compare me to an actual perv. I'm just voicing my thoughts here. I never make Midoriya feel uncomfortable in person. And I'm just voicing what everyone's thinking. Deku Simp.
He does have a point. I'd like to be crushed in between Midoriya's thighs as well.
Gutterhead. If only he was a girl. Deku Simp.
We get it, you're straight, LMFAO.
Deku Simp renamed the chat to Watermelon Club. Watermelon Club. 9:42. Invisisimp.
I know it's been hours, but I can't stop thinking about it. The legs, the move, the efficiency, the taking charge. I'd like him to tell me what to do.
Hatashiro. I feel like I've missed a lot. There was like 1,000 messages when I got off my work study. Sue. 1,042 messages to be precise. Invisisimp.
Scroll up to the video.
Sue. Maybe I should start to add that to my super move Rapture. It works well with my quirk. Invisisimp.
Please don't. You're powerful as is.
Hatashiro. Hagukure's right, but also, god damn! I want to add that too. Except my thighs aren't any good for that. I'm kind of a twig. Invisisimp.
Incorporate your tank to yank 'em, like how Midoriya uses Black Whip.
Hatashiro. You know, that's not a bad idea. 11:01 p.m. Koji Koda.
Did you guys know that Midoriya knows sign language? Because we just had a conversation in fluent JSL and have never felt more seen.
Koji Koda renamed themselves to Quietly Simping. Fuck off. Fucking hell, the nerd still knows JSL. Simp for brains. You knew that? Fuck off. My explosions were slowly making me go deaf, so I've been learning JSL ever since I was 7. Deku used to take classes with me. Deku Simp.
You know, Bakugo, for someone that goes to bed early, you sure are active on this chat at all hours of the night.
Fuck off. Fucking burrow into the trash like the raccoon you are and die. JSL is why me and the fucking Animal Whisperer work so well in stealth missions. Fucker is mute, so he knows JSL already. Silently simping.
Selectively, and it's also because I'm scared of Bakugo, so I just do what he tells me, and the plans are really good.
Deku Simp. Keyboard smash.
Coda LMFAO!
True! Quietly simping.
How are you so loud even through chat?
Deku Simp.
It's a talent.
Spontaneously combusted. Looks like that's another thing to add to my Midoriya list. Fuck off. You're fucking what now? Deku Simp.
Share what you got so far.
Spontaneously combusted. Thighs. Good with kids. Scars. Determined. Big hands. Kind. Mama's boy. Good grades. Strong. Analytically smart. Knows JSL. Fuck off. All this makes me fucking gag ass you hot. Nerd isn't that fucking cool. Deku Simp.
You gotta add doesn't take shit. He even stands up to Baku.
Fuck off. Die, fucker! Spontaneously combusted. Noted. Not sure how I forgot that. Simp for brains. Add manly. My bro's hella manly. Spontaneously combusted. Added. Quietly simping.
He's also attractive. Deku Simp. He's a no haki man. He doesn't have a pretty boy face. But those freckles and them thighs and his ass in those bike shorts. Spontaneously combusted. Freckles has already been added to the list. Ass has been left out due to it feeling like a breach of friendship. Fuck off. And the other shit wasn't? Deku Simp. All those things are like everyone thinks about Miro. None of it is super objectifying, except thighs. But honestly, we can afford to objectify that. Fuck off. ... Still super fucking weird or whatever. Official Class 2A. 11:11 p.m. Deku. Can someone tell me where my closet is? The clothes that are in there are not mine. Creaty. They are now. Aoyama helped me make your closet more fashionable. Deku. ... Why? I mean, I'm flattered and slightly insulted, but why? Can't stop twinkling. Your image is everything as a hero, and we recently seen you in bike shorts, and the girls gave you a makeover, both of which is really good looking on you. Deku. I thought they were a little tight, and I was bribed by Raka for the makeover. Kinda embarrassing. Can't stop twinkling. None! You look tres magnifique. That's why your mama and Miss fixed your closet. Deku. Thank you, I guess. There are also skirts in there, too. I don't look good in skirts. Too rectangular, remember? Creaty. That's simply because you've never seen the right skirt. We've got skirts to accentuate your figure. Deku. Oh, thank you. I used to be a bit of a hikikomori outside of school, so I've never been much invested in fashion, but this looks awesome. I can't wait to test it out. Good night. Momo Yajirozu to Yugi Aoyama. 11:14 p.m. Momo Yajirozu. We are so smart. Yugi Aoyama. A shame that we couldn't burn some of his All Might stuff. Watermelon Club. 5:11 a.m. Fuck off. Ponytail and twinkly, you fuckers! Tell me why Deku came to breakfast in a fucking skirt and a crop top and thigh highs! Simp for brains. Bakugo blew up the pan he was holding, and Midoriya thought that Bakugo thought he was ugly. Starstruck. And Todoroki thought he was hallucinating and accidentally froze the coffee. Kyokujiro. The real question is, why did none of you boys fucking tell us that Midoriya is ripped? He's got a certified 8-pack. Kyokujiro renamed themselves to Screaming. Screaming. I swear to God, my heartbeat was audible without my support gear. Deku Simp. So glad I changed the ringtone for this chat. Someone keep Deku there. I just woke up. Wait for me. I want to see. Screaming. Here's a pic. Screaming. Image.skirt.jpg. Deku Simp. Holy fucking shit! I'll make more shorts. Aoyama, look. The fruits of her efforts. Midoriya asked me for help choosing his outfit this morning, so you're welcome. He's still too embarrassed, so don't say anything. Simp for brains. He just put an oversized sweatshirt over the ensemble. I'll make more shorts. Oh, goodness. Starstruck. I don't think Deku's aware of the power he holds over this class. Fuck off. What fucking power? I'm more powerful than him. Screaming. ... Simp for brains. Bakugo. Mido just asked how your morning went and you just blushed and exploded the rice. Fuck off. His sleeves are over his hands! What the fuck am I supposed to do? Deku Simp. Dear Lord, the imagery. Screaming. Bakugo just handed Midoriya a bowl of cereal because the rice is burned. Midoriya smiled. Everyone's dying here. Never mind. He turned it into an All Might impression. Not cute at all. Fuck off. I hate him. I fucking hate him. Spontaneously combusted. That was scarily accurate. That's sort of terrifying. Side note, iced coffee is rather good. Alright, I finally worked out a schedule, and what I will say is I will be uploading every single, I'd say Sunday, so be very patient, and I love you all. Thank you so much for the support. Bye.